So today we'll try to get familiar with different operating system concepts, and then we'll jump to uh, Mac operating system, and then we'll try to use few commands. So there are multiple operating system used by different engineers, QA, or different users. So the Windows is one of the popular operating system, Linux, Unix, and the Mac. So the Mac is very much similar to the Linux, Unix. The command, whatever we see here, that's also can be used in another operating system like uh, Linux or Unix. So let's try to get familiar with Mac today. So we know the operating system is required, required for any computer to start and do the operations. So so this is the Mac, and the operating system is already installed. So this is the software. This is called system software, and this system software, this is already installed here, and that's why we can able to move the mouse. We can write something here. So let's get familiar with this Mac operating system. So here you can see here the Finder, this one. So you can click here, Finder, and you can see many options here: desktop, documents, downloads. Here YouTube is the username I have created, and through this user uh, we can enter here and see the desktop. So this desktop is of this user. So if I click this user, I can see the desktop, documents, and this is a links for this desktop. But actually this desktop and the documents, this is under this user. So when you log into your Mac system, you will see this user, whatever the user you log in through, and then each user has this kind of folders. And if you go to the Windows operating system, Windows operating system also, you can see this desktop and documents and this kind of folders over there also. Sometimes if you open the Finder, so this is the way to open. Click here and you can see this. So this is the Finder, and sometimes you may not see your username here, or you may not see this desktop, documents here. Some of this item is disappeared. So how we can bring it here? So in the Finder, if you click on the Finder, there is a settings. You can click on the settings, and then you have the option like what you want to display or what you do not want to display. Suppose I do not want to display desktop, it disappear. Like as soon as I click on here, you see this side, this documents will be disappeared. Yeah. Okay. So in this way, like, you can hide or bring the stuff here. The general, yeah, there is options. So you can now you understand, if you want to hide something or bring here, you can see. But even though this desktop is not visible here, if you click on the YouTube, that username, whatever the user is displays, you can see all this stuff here. So so this is the way see what are the contents under the user. And this is a place you can put your files. So this is in case of your local computer. But sometime you have to connect to remote computer. So when we connect to the remote computer from your local, like, so now I'm sitting at my home, there is another computer in an office, and being at home you can connect to the office computer. So there is a way to connect to the office computer. So if you connect to the office computer, and if that is the Windows, then you can see similar kind of things from your local. Like from this system you can see another screen appear, and in another screen you can see this kind of options, even though that is remote, and that's in the office computer. But in the case if that office computer is uh, uh, office computer have like another operating system, like they have different kind of operating systems, like let's say Linux or Mac. So in that case, if that is Linux or Mac, you cannot see this UI stuff there. You have to connect through the terminal. There may be the way, sometimes you can also see the visual things, but in the most of the cases they will give you the some terminal, and from that terminal you can see their contents. So first let's see this contents through the terminal, our local computer uh, stuff in the terminal, and then based on that you can get the idea uh, how we can see the remote stuff in the terminal. So in order to bring the terminal, what usually I do, from my keyboard I can press like command and space. As soon as I press command and space, then this will appear here. And in this case here, like you can type something, you can say like terminal, and click here or enter. So you will see the terminal here. This kind of screen will be appeared, and this is the terminal. Through this terminal also you can see all these contents. So for now, I'm going to use another terminal that is called Iterm. So how can I open the Iterm? In the same way, from my keyboard, if I press this command option and then the space bar together, I can see this, and I can type Iterm, and if I click here I can see the black screen here. So I see there are many advantages of Iterm over the terminal, and that's why I'm just using. For advantage in the case of like use of like uses way of use, that's very easy here. There are many things you will see in other videos also, but in your computer you might not have this Iterm. So in that case you can search in the internet and you can download Iterm. So for now, yeah, like I can go here and then I can search Iterm for Mac. Then I can go to the downloads, and there is a easiest steps here. You can this is Iterm 2. Go to the downloads, and it's saying for the different version OS 10 15. Click there and it will go to the downloads. So if I save, so it's already downloaded. So the next step is I can open the Finder, and I can see downloads here also, or we can see the downloads under the user YouTube. There is a downloads. Double click here. So here is your the file. So whatever you downloaded. double click. So once you, this is the format of the zip, like the many files, or the folder containing the many files, zipped in a one file. It's a 24 MB. If I double click, just double click from the mouse, then we can see the Iterm here. So now it was zipped, so the size you can see 24 MB. Now it's unzipped and it's 74 MB. So this thing you can click here also, and you can see the terminal open here. So open, it will be open. For now I'm canceling this, but this thing you can move to the application folder, and then like you can copy this, and then from the keyboard you can type again the command and space, and then here you can write applications, or yeah, it's easy, you can find the applications here, left side. So, and copy that and just paste here, but I have already a Iterm here, so that's why I do not have to put. But in your case, you can go to the downloads and come here, right click, and then copy, and then go to the application, and then right click, and when you do a paste item, so as soon as you do the paste item, your Iterm will be here. So once it comes here, then the shortcut way to bring this is the command and the space bar. So now I'm typing something, command and space bar, and here I search something Iterm, and it's visible, and I can click here and it's open. And this can be open because this is already in application. It is already in application. If it is not in application, then we cannot open here. Like I can do this command from my keyboard, command and space, and if I search something like brains, I do not see that application there. It's showing go to the internet, find something, but I cannot see. So this is the shortcut way. Whatever is in application, you can click from the keyboard and you can bring it there. So okay, so for now we learn how to open this Iterm, or how to install the Iterm, and you can bring the Iterm. So Iterm, and we can open this thing. Yeah, so we got at least we got familiar with this Iterm and our operating systems users folders. So also in this if you come here and if you do cd and then /, so this is cd / is is a root folder. We say that your root folder, your starting things here, so your root folders. If I click here, then I can go to the root folder. You can see here the /, and this tilde sign, that means you are in your home folder. So let's go to your home folder first. cd, this one. Now you are in home folder. You can check the full path, pwd, and it is saying from the root there is a folder called users, and then under the users there is a username YouTube. So you are currently here. So pw is called like present working directory. So this is a present working directory, and from this place, so this is also shown in a finder also. Let's open the finder here. Yeah, so let's minimize this, come to this place. So finder, so in a YouTube you can see all the contents, and in this Iterm also you are in some YouTube user, and if you do the ls command, ls, you can see whatever you can see here. So there is applications, there is application, there is a documents, there is a documents, desktop, there is a desktop. So so this is the visual, this is the, like, from the mouse you can use the finders and then you can click here, but here in this Iterm or terminal you have to use the commands to see the same thing. And we know why we use this. So one thing is, if you are in local also, if you remember the commands, a very fast way to handle all those things what you do from the finders. That is the one reason. And the most important reason is, if you connect to your remote computer, in the most of the case you will see this black screen, you will not see this stuff. So you are at home and you connected to your remote computer, your office computer, and you want to do something in your office computer, then you have to, this is your best friend, and from here you can write all the commands and do whatever you like. So I also want to show something here, like cd, go to the root folder and do the ls. So this is the folders usually you get in most of the Linux related operating systems. Like you will see the etc, that's a very common. You will see the user, it's a common. Bean, you will look a common. Var, that's a very common. etc, that's a very common here. So there are different use case of this folders, so that's I'm going to explain here, and we'll see in the future also when we deal with many other software, or the many we learn the topic. So we can see the home. So inside users, like all the users are there. Inside users there is a YouTube user. Under that, these folders are there. There is a etc folder, there all the configuration files goes. If you do not understand about the configuration things, do not worry now, but just here the term will come later. opt, so some external software when we install, that goes to this place. Like let's say we install Oracle, that goes to the opt. Var, var is for the log files. Usually you put all the log files under the var. Bean executable files will go there. So this is about this folder structure. If you want to jump to this place directly, YouTube or maybe desktop, I can give some absolute path. So if I say the absolute paths, if I remember some path, I can go directly here. So I can start with this, and then I can say I know the users. YouTube is inside the users, so I can say users, and then I can type YouTube username. If the user exists, that folder exists, if I press tab from the keyboard, it will directly go there. I want to go to the desktop, then I can type D and then tab from the keyboard, it directly goes there, and enter. So now I am in desktop. That means from the finder I can go to the desktop and I can see there is a one file, and in the terminal I can see here ls, and then I can see that file here. So exactly the same file. So there are two different way to see these files or play with different kind of operations. One is the finder and one is the Iterm, and whatever you do Iterm, you can do with the terminal also. Like if I go to the terminal, I can see here. So this is your home folder. I can check with present working directly. It's saying YouTube. Where I am now, I'm in desktop. If I want to check through the command, I can do the pwd, and I know that okay, this is the place where I'm in desktop. So yeah, so here I talked about something like absolute path. So if I do like whole path, just a complete path, this is called absolute path. But let's say there is something called relative path. So if I go to the CD and root, and from here I want to go to the desktop, because I do not know, like let's assume I do not know what is inside YouTube. Now, there are many things we know, like if you go to the YouTube you can see there are many things, but let's assume we do not know, and there are many things and we do not know what is that folder. If you want to go there, then you can slowly go one by one inside, and then through the relative path, and then we can see the contents over there. So like let's say if I want to go to the users, then from the current place I can say /users. So now I'm it's not allowed to go. So CD. Okay, so I can at least go to this YouTube. So I can go here. That's also a relative path, YouTube, and from here I can do ls. I can check, okay, there is a downloads folder, then go to the downloads folder. So I can go one by one also here and do the ls and see the contents. So in a downloads there are 3 files. I can also confirm this from Finder. Downloads, there are 3 files. Yeah, so that's all for today, and in the next video we'll see another comments. Thank you.